Prepared to stream the meeting.
We live.
Welcome, episode 1.3.
You might as well call it that.
1.3.
1.3. Welcome to a good wrestling podcast, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, so we're gonna start here. Here's the problem.
Big problem.
What's
the
the
old video still up on YouTube as well.
Oh, you see it? I
haven't watched it yet.
Yeah, man, but 2 minutes. 2 minutes of badness.
Yeah, it looks kind of bad.
So I'm gonna get started. Joined today came by co-host Aaron, just call you Aaron J, and Will P. How y'all doing? All right. This week, so many topics this week. Would love to get started with AEW. We'll save that for last. Blood and guts. Save it for last. We'll start off with the World Championship. I guess my personal question, because I don't see it, I didn't see it for the last 365 days. Drew McIntyre, is he or was he a believable champion, in your opinions?
Define believable.
Me, I don't have the faith in him. You know what I mean? You were in WWE, cool. You left the adventure, you became champion elsewhere, and now you're back, and I'm supposed to believe that this once mid-Carter is now the top of the food chain. Or was it and I know people have used this term in the past, was it a layover until they got the audiences back? You know what I mean? So to me, I don't see him as a champion. Yes, he had the belt. That's cool. Whatever. He held it for the whole pandemic. Got you. But can he go out when the crowds come back and, have the crowd follow him like previous champions?
But think about it like this. I got a cat in the background if anybody can hear.
Whose cat is that?
Ebony. I'm trying to record here. But he did well without an audience. A lot of wrestlers could not do that well without an audience. So I think he deserves another run with the audience there.
Yeah, I kind of agree. He, for what it's worth, he did a good job trying to keep people viewing the show and whatnot. And let's be fair, he was put at a really bad. He was given a really bad hand starting off with the whole pandemic mess. So I say, so I say, giving him a better shot. And right now, Bobby Lashley's doing fine, especially after the whole WrestleMania thing. Yeah, he's doing fine. But give McIntyre a better shot with actual audience and see how they react to it will give us better idea on if he's a good champion or not.
Okay.
But all right, so he put the work in, of course, but he was a great champion in NXT.
Oh yeah, he definitely was.
And of course, they had a crowd there sometimes. He was a great champion in NXT. And of course, years ago when he was with the company originally, he sucked in general. He wasn't a good wrestler, in my opinion. And he definitely wasn't talking good on the mic. He was just a golden boy that Vince McMahon chose.
Yeah, and it ended up that well.
It didn't go over well because everybody knew he was the golden boy that Vince McMahon chose. Hell, they went with that as the story.
Yeah.
And he was not the golden boy that everybody thought he was. He's much better now.
Oh yeah.
But
okay. Did you ever see Braun Strowman with a good title run?
No.
He's won the title in the past, but do you ever see him with a good title run?
No. Personally don't.
Yes, but probably for not until his contract's about to expire when they try and keep him in the company.
Basically, the Chris Benoit scenario from WCW.
Yeah, yeah.
I would love to see him at least get that chance. I mean, you groom him from, not a stooge, a monster with
I'm just
the
a,
Wyatt family.
I'm just your standard big guy.
Yes.
What he is now?
Would you say he's your standard big guy now?
No, he was just standard big guy back then.
Gotcha. And now you've built him up to the guy that was tossing ambulance and buses and shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Which he can really do.
Yeah, but give him a run.
He won the strongest man
This
competition.
contradicts what I've said in the past about the big guy champion. But I mean, to me, I think he deserves it and should have a good title run, especially if you give, somebody like Lesnar, which I know is a money getter, like a title run, and he's never on a damn show.
But all right, the reason why, like, I know why you're pretty much against some of the big guy champions, because they don't do much in the ring. They just stand there. They stand there and look big. Like the Great Khali for existence. Like Great Khali was one of the worst wrestlers ever. How you gonna eat mid podcast? We live. Yeah.
You can see.
As long as I don't talk, it don't come up.
We live. They still can see you. No, he still can see you up there.
Let me. It's some mashed potatoes. I haven't eaten all day.
But
we keep it real here, okay?
But for real though, but Braun Strowman can actually wrestle when he's given the time. I mean, of course, now they still got your big guys that can, you still got your big guys that barely move. Even Bobby Lashley got the five moves of doom. But
every wrestler has a 5 moves of doom. John Cena was famous for that.
John Cena wasn't even a big guy.
The smaller guys, they get creative sometimes. Ricochet, love him. AJ, love him. Even KO, love him. You know what I mean? Different stuff. They sometimes they put on that indie stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Which is great for shows.
Can't pull them all out, but yeah.
True.
Because when the last time you see Kevin Owens do a package power driver?
They won't let him.
Exactly.
Right.
They won't let him.
All right. So I was told just now that even while you're eating, if you're not talking, we cannot see you. So
that's what I thought.
Yeah.
Because I'm looking at the screen and whoever's talking has like a little green rectangle square around them. So as it was not on me, I was eating my mashed potatoes.
Was the mashed potatoes at least good?
Yes, from Fridays, baby. Wish they would sponsor, but we're gonna get there. Gotcha.
All right.
Right. So let's go on to the Raw Tag Team Champions. Me, not a fan. Not right now. I think they rush almost. I just can't see
almost because he went to Morgan State, by the way.
I went to Coppin, so boo. I think they rushed him. I think they put him out there too fast. He looks horrible in the ring. I mean,
he looks big.
He's a big guy.
Like big and lunky.
He's really that big guy that don't really need to do much because you got AJ Styles in your corner to pretty much do everything. So all he got to do is show up, be big, maybe hit you 1 or 2 times, and then
do like a botched ass choke slam, and then he good.
He don't have to do much.
But
he's already intimidated at 7. He's 7'3".
I think so.
Mm-hmm. Where does he go from here? What is he gonna do?
Not much.
Nothing.
He's split from AJ. Worst case scenario, he becomes world champion.
Wait. Say that again.
Wow.
He splits from AJ. Worst case scenario, he becomes world champion.
How many years is he wrestling? Because right now this shit is horrible.
We don't know. But let's be fair. How many big men have we seen become world champion?
A lot.
So worst case scenario, him and AJ split. somewhere along the line he becomes world champion if he's still wrestling by then.
I think it's a little bit different now. I know what you're talking about. Like back in the day, them big ass dudes was just getting title shots all the time. Now, I can't see him unless because right now, to me, Bad Bunny had more wrestling skills than he has.
Look. We're not gonna compare Bad Bunny and his fucking Bunny Destroyer move to whatever Almost is doing.
Not the Bunny Destroyer. And I heard Booker T say that he kept trying to creep it in. There was a bunny Destroyer. No.
Look, Bad Bunny,
it's the Canadian Destroyer. We know.
Look, for what it were, Bad Bunny did a really good job. I was actually very impressed with him at WrestleMania.
He put on a damn good show. Like,
he did a fantastic job.
Yeah, like having Damian Priest, Miz, and Morrison working with him, and yeah, he did a really good job. I'm not gonna lie, I did not expect anything good from that tag team match from him, and he impressed me. I was like, okay, you know what? I gotta give him credit.
But what they've been saying, like they were saying that Bad Bunny's been putting in so much work at Performance Center, so it was just doing like he was just going off. Like,
they were saying that he was showing actual respect to the business by actually learning how to do stuff.
Take bumps. That's fantastic.
And then they said that he learned that move the night before.
Wow.
All I can say is it shows, and he did a really good job. If it wasn't for his rap career, he'd be a good wrestler.
I haven't done a feature.
It could happen. I mean, I would pay to see Bad Bunny wrestle.
Yeah, like put him in like a Intercontinental title match. That'd be good. I see that.
I mean, anything possible though, because they had Rob Gronkowski win the 24/7 championship, and
so
then
if he can win it without showing no form of wrestling ability,
who hasn't won the 24/7 championship?
But no, because remember they actually wanted to do a little title push with Rob Gronkowski, and then all of a sudden they
he signed a contract.
He signed 3 weeks later. He was on the Buccaneers.
Yeah.
So it was like, all right now.
Part of that kind of tied into my next part of that question was about AJ being great and putting over everybody. No matter who you put him with, he's
I have watched AJ Styles in TNA. I've watched a little bit of AJ Styles in Ring of Honor in New Japan, and AJ Styles in WWE. That man, no matter who he goes against, finds some way to make someone look good. Granted, part of it's probably because it was a cinematic match, but he found a way to make Undertaker old, slow ass look really good in that cinematic match.
I mean, it's a cinematic match for a reason.
Even despite that, his thing, cinematic matches can go south too.
That match,
What cinematic match has went south?
That match was horrible. The match with John Cena and The Fiend, great.
Oh,
great.
Oh, wait a minute.
But that match?
Like the Firefly Funhouse match, not the Boneyard match.
Yes.
I actually like both.
I love them both. So I mean,
I was so disappointed in that Undertaker match.
It did what it was supposed to do.
Yeah,
but not as a last match. Give me something more.
So here's my thing. AJ, from what I've seen his career, has the ability to make even the worst people look somewhat decent. Even the worst of people. We have him with the best of the best, man. That's mad. The only time I seen it wasn't all that good was probably the Nakamura match at WrestleMania when he's champion.
Why do you think that was?
I think part of it is because everyone was hyping it up like it was going to be another Wrestle Kingdom kind of bout.
They did.
So I think that was part of it.
It should have been though.
It should have been, but it wasn't. Look, how many classic matches have we seen that should have been better but wasn't? Like, not gonna lie, Rock Cena won. That was okay. You know what? Not as bad as I thought it was gonna be. Rock's in it too? Nah, get out of here.
Okay.
Mm.
You're right. I mean, of course, like the Goldberg Brock Lesnar match was supposed to be a classic.
Well, Goldberg Brock Lesnar match.
The first one.
I'm talking about the WrestleMania when they were both pretty much done with the company.
You talking about the one with Stone Cold as
Referee.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So that proves my point.
I wasn't trying. I shouldn't have tried to help you prove your point, but I guess I did.
We had a couple returns this week.
Oh, yeah,
good old Eva Marie.
You said good.
Yeah, I was looking.
She looks good.
I didn't care for her to come back.
She's gonna look good. That's not a problem.
Like
that's
5 years to work out.
She still won't suck in the ring.
Yes.
Okay. Let's be fair.
No.
What was the last time she was in the ring?
It don't matter.
In a couple years.
You know why it's been a couple years she been in the ring? You know why? That she was trash.
Okay. Look, let's give her a shot. Right? It's been a long time. Maybe she's improved. I don't know. Let's wait till her first televised match to actually say something. How about that?
But my thing is, if we have a whole NXT brand and we knew that she sucked the first time, why would you in turn bring her back?
Because Triple H did not want that trash.
The last match was August the 4th, 2017. So 4 years ago.
Triple H did not want that trash on his brand.
Well, isn't he can be good for marketing reasons. So, and plus,
what marketing reasons?
Huh?
What marketing reasons?
Right.
Well, look, man, I don't know. I'm trying to find something. Plus, on top of that, the gimmick she had last time was interesting until she didn't wrestle.
Oh, the one that she something always happened when she was in the ring with somebody.
Yeah. It was supposed to lead her to an actual wrestling match, and then no wrestling.
Because didn't she get released right after that?
Yeah,
I got the idea of what was
supposed to happen. Because she is trash.
I got the idea. It was supposed to build up enough heat so when he actually wrestled, people just kind of, I don't know. I got nothing at this point.
Oh, what was that guy? The wrestler. I wanted to say it was the Brooklyn Brawler.
This is Eva Marie right here. See this trash can?
Yep.
Wow.
Right.
This is her wrestling ability. Trash.
We're not getting sponsored, dude.
Not about to be.
Trash.
Duke the Dumpster Drozy. That's her gimmick. That is her gimmick. Unbelievable. Okay, but we also had, and we'll talk about this a lot more in detail a little bit later, but Jimmy Uso, he came back.
The return of the match.
Man, where's my man? I need a day one ish t-shirt for that. But I digress.
I'm happy that he's back. But
we'll talk more about what happened later.
Yeah, I'm about to say what I really want to get into. We're not gonna get into right now.
Yeah, we'll get to that one.
But I am happy that he's finally back.
I'm glad he's back too.
Yeah,
and also Finn Balor came back.
The Prince is back, and I don't have my Balor shirt on.
I'm glad that he's back too, but at the same time, I wish he would have came back to Raw.
No,
he's done. He's done with the major two.
But no, the only reason why I say this is why I say this. Raw don't really have nobody.
Neither SmackDown really.
SmackDown got way more people they can push than Raw do. The SmackDown actually got people that everybody love that they want to see get pushed. Like Cesaro, he's getting his push.
We're gonna talk about that later too.
We're gonna talk. I know, but we still got people that they want to get pushed. Like the failed pusher Otis, I would love to have seen.
Yeah, true. But I think Balor still has a little work on NXT before he's had to go back to the main roster. Because, and this is what I'm thinking, like the whole thing he's doing right now with the whole Dark Prince thing, I don't think it's gonna. That shit will get dropped as soon as he gets to the main roster. I have this odd feeling.
Oh, Balor?
Yeah,
he always been the Dark Prince.
Yeah, your roster's pretty scarce on Raw.
That's what I'm saying. If he would have came
No,
to Raw,
what I'm
it
saying,
would've
like
been-
what he's doing now in NXT will get dropped on the main roster.
I mean, they
Raw.
trying to do something like on SmackDown with Aleister Black, you know, the Godfather.
Where was Aleister Black this week? Not think about it.
He wasn't on there,
Mm-mm.
but
Nope.
but they're trying to bring him back. I can't wait to see him in the ring again because I'm a big Aleister Black fan. So I prefer him back in NXT though.
Yo, seeing him hit that black mask on Andrade while he has Zelina was amazing.
Yeah.
All right. The Raw Women's title.
The opportunity gets an opportunity at the Raw Women's Championship.
I guess it's still my disdain for the Flair name, and I respect it. Don't get it twisted. Respect it. Best champion ever, most decorated champion ever. I got that. But does she have to be involved? Does Charlotte Flair have
to be involved until Becky comes back or until Ronda Rousey come back?
Ronda's not gonna come back. Definitely in like 9 months.
But say no. Ronda Rousey has said she will come back in the future, but who knows when?
Yeah,
she was trash too.
What is she? I wouldn't call her trash. She put the eyes on the women's division. Like
I'm not gonna say that by her coming from UFC to wrestling, it wasn't a transition, which I do. She picked up on it good. It was her character who I hated her walk. If you go back and watch her walk down to the ring, her walk is fucking garbage. Yes, I'm talking about the way the woman walked to the ring. It was horrible.
You didn't like the way she rocks her hips?
No, it was trash. Then the whole, I'm going to smile. Hey, I'm going to be really serious. I'll be true. Then I'll smile again. No, give me more character development. You know what I mean?
See, but this is one reason why I will always respect Ronda Rousey for coming straight into the WWE like she did. She was truly a full-time wrestler on her whole tenure. She was a full-time wrestler. She was there every week. She was getting in the altercations. She was wrestling. She wasn't just on pay-per-views. She wasn't that part-time wrestler that everybody knows.
Well,
like, she was really full-time.
Let's backtrack. When we say full-time,
she was there every night.
Full-time TV? Was she full-time house shows? Was she full-time pay-per-views?
Okay, maybe not.
I know about the TV and the pay-per-views.
Full-time TV is still a lot. They ain't gonna let her do house shows now.
Why?
She's too big.
Who?
Ronda Rousey.
Ronda is money.
No.
Ronda bringing money.
How you gonna get your development though?
No, I get your point though. House shows do allow some development, but Ronda was money, so they said it for the TV.
Plus, at house shows, you got more restrictions. They cut.
I mean, less restrictions.
I mean, no. They cut a lot of moves out. They cut a lot of stuff. There's a lot of stuff you can do on TV that you cannot do in them house shows because they want to preserve the wrestlers. Yeah. They don't want them getting hurt.
I thought you talking about character. I thought you talking about like mic work and character wise.
Mic work. They can say pretty much whatever they want to say.
Yeah, I'm talking about the in-ring stuff. That's what I'm talking about.
That makes sense.
But I mean, you would want her at some house shows, but by her this coming from like, okay, I'm in a match like every 4 months to her being at every arena every week, actually saying stuff on TV. That's a lot of work.
You talking about the Brock rule? I see what you did there.
The Brock rule is showing up at not even talk, because remember Paul Heyman did talk. He came up there with just sitting like this. Like, come on. Paul Heyman was like, this guy will whoop your ass. Brock Lesnar was like,
yep.
Speaking of Brock, quickly off subject. I came across that whole R-Truth thing where the bet was R-Truth could make Brock Lesnar laugh, and it was probably the funniest segment I've seen Brock in ever.
Yeah, I saw that. That's why he said he wanted to work on him more.
Yeah, because Brock was like, all right, he got me out of character.
Brock was dying.
I heard a lot of people do that. A lot of people try to get the Undertaker out of character. I think somebody almost did like once or twice. I forgot who it was. It was one of them YouTube clickbaits.
But Undertaker will laugh. Like hell, I think it was one of the Raw backstage segments after the show. It was R-Truth and Shayna Baszler, and this one like Shayna Baszler just popped up. Shayna Baszler was like, this badass, unemotional being, and R-Truth damn near made her crack.
She got weak. Nah, she smiled. She had to regain her.
She put her head down like
so
this
fast.
She put her head on this man's about to make me laugh. I can't. R-Truth is comedy gold. I'm not gonna lie. But let's continue.
Sure.
Now, like I said, we already answered my next question: should she be involved? If she wasn't involved, do you think Ripley and Asuka could have a I'm not gonna say a 5-star, like a 5-star match without her?
If they can have a repeat of what they had at WrestleMania and avoid what they had at Raw the night after WrestleMania, then yes.
I think, yeah, I'm gonna just say yeah, because there's two of the better female wrestlers.
Like the WrestleMania match was actually really good. I was actually more out, and I was looking forward to that match too. It was actually really good. The rematch on Raw, though, there was actually no
Eva Marie.
I see what you did there. So earlier, I'm gonna pause real quick. Earlier, we talked about the sponsorship from Fridays. Yeah, I'm gonna take that back because they left my blue cheese.
But don't worry, if we keep talking about Eva Marie, I'm quite sure Glad trash bags will
man, we keep talking. We don't get sponsored at all.
Oh, that's hilarious. All right. I'm gonna stay on this topic every week until some shit changes. RK Bro.
I love it.
I'm just waiting for the heel turn.
Damn it. That's where I am.
I want them to win the tag titles.
They're gonna win. Go to a Dean Ambrose moment.
Let them win. Let them have a little reign, because right now the tag division in Raw sucks. So why not have this makeshift team who's actually very good together?
All I'm gonna say is they're gonna win the titles, and then next thing you know, Orton's gonna hit with RKO or something like that. It's gonna be a heel moment when Roman Reigns saying
you said the tag team division sucks on Raw, but you got some good teams. You got Benjamin and Cedric.
Not anymore.
You got
they're still a team.
No, they're not. They're done. They're split.
They broke up already? Again?
They broke up. This past week they broke up.
Again?
All right.
Oh my God. All right,
you got T-Mar, you got Mace. T-Bar and Mace.
Okay. I said good tag team.
Ivar and Eric.
Yeah, okay, the Viking Raiders.
So we got Super Retribution, the War Raiders, because I'm not using the other names.
The Viking Experience.
You got a New Day, obviously.
Got the New Day. You got Morrison and Miz.
Assuming they get away from Damian Priest.
So, I mean, you got some tag teams out there.
That's like 4 teams.
Yeah, it's not that big of a roster. If you look at the roster, it's not that many people.
Yeah,
so,
between both.
I mean, and then, but look who the champs are. I mean, we just discussed this earlier.
It's a cutaway. It's transitional.
Like,
it's a long transitional then.
I can see Randy Orton, RKO, and almost, I don't know, whatever his name is.
Big dude.
Yeah, big black guy.
BBG. I would never, ever say that shit. Never say that shit.
Shout out to the new Pornhub category.
There you go.
No.
I like my girl BBG. All right.
Okay.
See what you did there. So I'm gonna kind of mix these two.
Man, BBG.
Will you see Lana with a title within the next year or two? Any title.
Tag title.
The reason I'm saying mix these two is because do you think they'll give her a title because Miro's gonna win the title?
We'll have to talk about that too as well. But as far as Lana, I want to say yes. I want to say tag team title. I don't know though. It's like I'm conflicted.
All right. So I would say yes for a tag team title, but Lana is just almost as much trash as Eva Marie.
Well. That's good. That's good. But
Hey, Will, why'd you
have you seen her improvement from when she first started? Have you seen that improvement?
Yes, I've seen a great improvement. Like the way they market Eva Marie, I wish she could improve like that.
But Eva Marie doesn't have a wrestling husband. You know what I mean? So Miro could have.
Eva Marie can get any guy she wants.
That might be true, but it might be true. I give it to you. But is she that dedicated to get into that ring and,
she want that
do what Alana did? You know what I mean?
I mean, granted, Lana did try it really hard. Like from when she first started and what she is now. I do like that progress. I really like that progress. And her mic work is getting far better.
Yeah.
But at the same time, her in-ring ability. It's not Eva Marie trash, but it's not good.
No, she's not
this man has
an Italian Nightheart.
Marie.
She's not a Natalie. No. Nobody's, or Oscar, or she's not there.
No.
Like I said, just over the last 2 years.
Can I explain why I hate Eva Marie?
Hold on, thought. I think let me say this first before you continue. I think Lon is more of a Kelly kind of character as far as in-ring.
Kelly was a better wrestler.
Not at first.
You're right.
But now you can go why you have such a hate bone for Eva Marie.
So I hate Eva Marie. Like I never hated Eva Marie this much before. The reason why I hate her so much now because you release Chelsea Green, you release Mickie James, you release all these other women just for the return of Eva Marie.
Man, she signed months before. She signed before that happened, though.
But I'm just saying, like they pretty much released them to make room for her.
So basically, it's a timing issue.
Yeah, it's bad time because like you getting rid of people like women that actually can wrestle for somebody that's a model who don't wrestle.
I can understand your disdain for Eva Marie.
And it's like, it's laughable. Like all right, you want the quality of wrestling to be better. You want to expand the women roster, but you get rid of quality women that can wrestle just so you can bring her back because she looks good and going to get, I mean, granted, she's probably one of the best women heels ever. But she's going to get the hate. But
that actually reminds me because I know it was one of the things I had an issue with when they split up the Iconics and then all of a sudden get rid of both of them. I'm like, how the hell are you gonna get rid of Billie Kay? And she was just at Mania. How you get rid of Peyton Royce? And like weeks before Mania, she was battling Oscar. And then they're good tag team. Like, what was the point?
Okay, I don't mind them getting rid of Peyton Royce. Reason being, because I would love to see her with her husband.
Fair enough.
But Billie Kay, like they started like they gave her a match at WrestleMania. Like then the next night you gone,
right? And we're not gonna talk about Mickie James because how do you get rid of that legend? What sense did that make?
I would have got rid of her. I would have made it like an agent, a trainer, something of that nature. I wouldn't have got rid of her. I think that was kind of messed up. I mean,
it was, and it didn't make sense.
It definitely didn't. But I mean, I get it because she wasn't being used. But at the same time, nah.
I mean, she was trying to do commentary, and she did it for like the takeover, and that was it. It's kind of the same thing. Like, what was the point of getting rid of Joe?
Get rid of who?
Well, the reason with that was because he wants to wrestle, and they're not going to clear him to wrestle. That's the problem with that.
So basically the Randy Savage effect.
No, well, Randy Savage did some stuff with some people we can't talk about.
Yeah, but if you recall, the reason Randy Savage
came with the back of the
reason that part of the reason but part of the reason he went from WWF to WCW is because he did want to wrestle and Vince wouldn't let him.
Yeah, you know. But you know he got the coffee and the creamer.
Oh God, stop.
You know, I'm the cream of the crop.
Next topic.
All right, on to the. Oh no, while we're still with Lana, we can go ahead and talk about Miro.
Oh yeah,
and his title aspirations. I honestly think that I guess we can tie in Darby too. But what happened to Darby this past week? I think that Miro actually has a chance to win this belt.
So I think after what happened to Darby, this is set up for a Miro win. Miro's I think what's going to end up happening is Darby's going to come out. He's going to try and fight, and Miro's is going to slaughter this poor boy.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I think is going to happen though. Because let's be fair, we saw how Miro beat the ever-loving hell out of Kip Sabian. That was to write him off because Kip was actually injured. But yo, that was unnecessarily brutal. He beat that man to I can't. It was funny, but and then turn around and talk about I forgive you, Kip. Like, what? No, you just beat my ass. How you gonna forget? Okay.
He treated Kip Sabian just like how Eva Marie treats her in ring cat.
Oh my
God.
God.
Wow.
We not even in the same company.
I can't wait. I would love to get guests. I'd love to get Eva Marie.
I'm in the same company still, yo. What the?
My fault. I apologize. I'm just saying though. All right.
Anyway.
Yeah, I think that's definitely gonna happen. He's gonna get that title. I don't personally want him to stop with the mid-card title. I would love to see him have a championship title run, but
yeah, but
I guess that's a start.
Yeah, but if you remember, he said if he doesn't win a championship, I think it's by the end of this year he's going to retire. So having him do the team,
it ain't gonna happen.
He's going to win the championship anyway.
Having him do the TNT championship leading up to the AEW championship actually kind of works in his favor because let's how I look at it. Let's say he wins next week, right? And then someone on the line, let's say Hangman Page beats Kenny Omega. Have Miro go out to Hangman Page, assuming Hangman's still champion or whatever. Then there you go. Miro gets AEW championship.
Okay, so do you believe they're gonna let Hangman Page beat Kenny?
Yes, I do. Storyline wise, it will go complete full circle.
It will make perfect sense, but at the same time, I can picture it because if he lose the AEW championship, then he's gonna really try to defend and respect more, like for the Impact and the AAA titles.
Not only that, but you know how Kenny is. Heel Kenny is. As soon as he loses that title, he's gonna do everything in his power to get it back. Who better to have to go after than the same person he won a tag team titles with, the same person he considered a best friend at one point, the same person that was in the elite at one point. Who better than Hangman Adam Page?
You're right. I want the cowboy shit.
I'm not the cowboy shit though.
Hey, seeing I don't know if y'all have seen AEW live yet in person yet, but
I did. I was at Full Gear when they was down here.
Too.
That was amazing.
That was at work. I was at work at the company that I work at, moving boxes. That's how I was that day. Yeah.
That was on a Sunday.
No, yeah, it was Sunday. Yeah, it was.
That was an ROH thing. I was in the other job doing that day. I was.
Oh no, it was on a Saturday. My fault. It was on a Saturday.
Yeah, because remember, AEW didn't really do pay. That's why I think W did the pay per view that Sunday.
The AEW did it and do their pay per views on Saturdays.
Normally, yeah. But I remember being there. I remember seeing Kenny Omega getting suplex on that barbed wire bed, and ooh man, that was brutal.
At work, working, sucked that day.
I'm sorry. I got free
That's
tickets
cool.
that day.
It's cool. Wow, you got free tickets too. That works. Sorry.
So compared to like, all right, this is off topic, but like you know how some rappers come out with that album that we just really wanted, like that song that they really still suck at. Like let's say like Lil Yachty, right?
Oh, God. I have a feeling I know where it's going to go.
So
It's another.
So Lil Yachty rap
reference.
I rather listen to Lil Yachty rap than watch Eva Marie wrestle.
Wow.
And there we go.
Wow. See what you're doing there. Don't like her.
Yeah. I'll watch her wrestle on mute.
Wow.
With the TV off.
The TV off. The Universal title picture. This past week, yesterday actually. Well, let's just go this past week. Yeah, Cesaro got his title shot by defeating Seth Rollins with a little bit of help from Jimmy Uso.
So aside from the Jimmy thing, which that can lead to another storyline, but about bloody time, Cesaro's getting a top title shot.
Yep, I agree.
I believe him since I remember seeing Cesaro at a couple MCW shows, and his talent, he was great. He was great. Do I think he will get a run at the current championship? No, just because I kind of figure out where they're going at with this storyline. But should he ever get one? Yes,
he should.
I would love to see it, but it probably won't be as a face. It will not be as a face. I think he'll be a champion as a heel because of his language barrier. He's not a strong person.
And honestly, that's kind of limiting, to be honest. I feel it's kind of limiting.
But at the same time, he won't be able to be a heel because the fans love him so much.
Yeah.
He was a heel before.
Yeah, but the fans didn't love him as much. They love him way more now, especially because everybody knows that he deserves this shot. So they're going to be rooting for him. And every time he get a title shot, who are you going to be rooting for? Cesaro. So he can finally win.
Yeah. Now, granted, I don't think he's going to win at Backlash. I don't think it's going to win. I think something's going to happen, maybe with Seth Rollins or whatever. But I do believe he should win the championship.
Hold on, you left the name out when you said Backlash. You meant to say WrestleMania.
I'm not saying the entire goddamn name. It's Backlash, and that's it.
You sure not? It's WrestleMania Backlash.
Oh my bloody God! It's Backlash, and that is it.
You know how much I hate that name.
WrestleMania Backlash.
I'd rather watch Eva Marie wrestle.
Oh wow! Wow, that's pretty goddamn bad.
Okay then. Before we continue on, can we acknowledge how much of a missed opportunity W did with throwback SmackDown?
I don't know if I can agree with you on this one.
Okay, so I get the throwback segment. I get like showing throwback matches. Fine. I get they can't do the stage and they decide to do some CGI SmackDown fists as tacky as that look. Fine.
I mean, that's all they can do.
My question was, where was the old theme music?
Oh, you got the rights no more.
Yeah, they probably don't have the rights.
They got the rights. One of them suckers.
No.
Maybe the early one. I don't know.
I think the reason why they keep changing the theme music anyway, so they lose the rights to it, and then because
that was what UPN.
Even the ones they create.
They don't create none of them.
Nah, not that.
They don't create none of their theme music. It's always a random rock artist, or like for Raw, they got NF with. I like that song.
What about the very first SmackDown? The very first opening.
That was a rock band.
You sure?
It was. They didn't create it.
The one like 1999, the very first opening.
I'm quite sure they lost the rights to that.
Despite that, I believe that was in house, but okay.
They still might have lost the rights to it. Because especially if that in-house producer made it and he left the company, and
they had a handshake deal. That was the worst part about it too.
But The reason why I can't be mad about how they did the SmackDown is because it was still better than what they tried to do with Raw.
I'll give you that.
So, like of course, they didn't really bring no legends, no old school SmackDown legends and all that. Nah, which was cool. They just wanted to keep the old school theme, but Raw tried to overdo it with the legends.
Yeah.
So I'm perfectly fine with what they did. They brought Teddy Long.
Teddy Long being back was funny though, especially him referencing his old. I'm gonna put you against the Undertaker. I'm not gonna lie. When he told Sammy he's gonna put me against Undertaker, I died. I'm like, Teddy, Undertaker retired, man. You know,
but that's what was perfect about it. That was Teddy's go-to.
It was. Well, between that and making a tag team match, let's be fair, Teddy Long made a lot of tag team matches.
Which he did. That 10-man tag team match, which wasn't a bad match, by the way. And usually 10-man tag team matches suck. This was actually pretty good.
Too many people, too many things to follow.
And this actually worked pretty well.
And then you got Bailey with her bedhead look. I saw Bailey come. I'm like, why is she like she just got out of bed?
Because Bailey is now playing that character like I'm gonna do anything to be seen and anything to try to win.
Yeah, it works.
It works for her.
Now back to Jimmy. What does this do for? And I know this is not the right term because I know they got somewhere else. But this WWE Samoan Dynasty, what does that leave Jimmy? Because he interrupted in that match, which allowed Cesaro to win a championship. It's not really expecting the head of the table character of Roman Reigns. Do you think this might lead to a match where it's Roman versus Jimmy, and then they got this whole head of the table gimmick again? I mean,
all right. My opinion on that, it will lead to a match, but probably no time soon. They probably gonna have Jimmy and Jay win a tag team title, so the whole head of the table have the championship. They can go around the family that runs SmackDown. What you gonna do about it? Roman Reigns gonna wind up saying something. Jimmy's gonna tell Jay like you gotta pick, and then they're gonna have a match against each other, break up the tag team real quick, and then Roman and Jimmy gonna have a match, and Jay gonna come out and help Jimmy, then break up the head of the table, and then Roman gonna lose the title probably to Jimmy. That's mine. I would love to see that. That ain't gonna happen. But
you said Roman's gonna lose the title to Jimmy?
Think Roman's gonna lose the title to Jimmy.
No. If anybody, it's gonna be Dwayne Johnson. If anybody.
But no, here's the reason. I mean, I never said Roman's not gonna win it back. But it'll just make, or at least lose a match.
Nah, that I can see. I can see Roman losing a match to Jimmy.
I can see him causing Roman to lose a match. I can see that, yes.
But can you imagine like how many people will start talking if he actually lost the title to one of them?
That would cause some interesting conversations out.
Me personally,
he's fighting to get the title back.
I can't see them winning individual championships. I honestly don't see it. I'm sorry.
They are skilled enough to do it.
I just can't see it. Can't see it.
Or
split them up.
Want to see it?
I would love to see it. Split them up. Put one on Raw, one on SmackDown. Have one win the US, have one win Intercontinental, and then they fight at Survivor Series.
But they can't split them up because SmackDown, they don't have the same problem, but they're facing almost the same problem as Raw.
Oh, tag teams?
Yep. I mean, they got a better situation than Raw do, but at the same time, right now, your top tag team going for the belt is the Mysterios.
Not gonna lie, Dominic isn't bad. I still think he needs some more work done though.
He needs more work, and he's only getting this because of who his father is.
That's definite.
I feel he would have been better off in NXT, but
much better. He would have been much better at NXT, especially this coming up. Even 215.
205?
205, 15. Either way, he would have been a great cruiserweight champion.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
I can see that.
but right, nah. They're gonna wind up winning the titles at WrestleMania Backlash. I know it's Eva Marie.
All right, so
And while the old man trying to figure out the next topic.
shut the hell up. It wasn't that. I was trying to be creative.
So we're gonna take it to our sponsors.
We don't have those sponsors.
Not yet. They get there. Ha, there we go. Bam. Ah, there we go. All right, cool. So guess what the next topic is? Blood and guts. So before we start talking about AEW this past week and their
Special.
Wednesday night blood and guts, I am not a fan because AEW does this and TNA does this, where it's different topics every other week. Names that used to be synonymous with pay-per-views are now being synonymous with once a period, once a quarter TV shows. I cannot stand it. I think they need to get rid of it and just let these titles be pay-per-views and run them. Might not be me being old school, but I can't stand it. Cannot stand it.
I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. At the same time, you come across the issue of the WWE problem,
Which is
too many pay-per-views for an entire year.
Is it really too many pay-per-views for the WWE? Because the WWE roster is like expensive. Like that's this big.
It is expensive, but
I disagree. Because when they did the initial the second split, they had pay-per-views for Raw and pay-per-views for SmackDown.
Yeah,
no, that was too many.
No more. Well,
what? Yeah. You did hold on. You did 6 a year for each show, plus your major 4. How's that too many? Or was it 4? It was 4 and 4.
See, it isn't during the split. It was fine because one, you had a network. Two, both were self-contained stories. Not right now.
Okay.
So and a perfect example is last year where it was SummerSlam and maybe like weeks after that, like a couple weeks after that was pay-per-view was it after that?
WrestleMania
return?
No. Because it was SummerSlam and Roman Reigns came back and like literally like 2 to 3 weeks, like not even 2 3 weeks, like 2 weeks after that.
Was it Fastlane? No, it wasn't Fastlane. No, that's in February. It wasn't Hell in a Cell.
No, it wasn't Hell in a Cell. It was what was
it? Eva Marie.
Eva Marie.
But basically,
I'm gonna figure out how to get a pop-up of Eva Marie.
But it basically because it was SummerSlam, Roman returns, and literally the next pay-per-view. But
So
a couple weeks later,
that was payback.
There you go, payback. A couple weeks later, he wins the championship.
That was That was the next week. So that show, SummerSlam was August the 23rd. Yeah. And then WWE Payback was August the 30th.
My point exactly. There was literally no reason to have that back to back.
Agreed. Touche.
So I get the whole once a month pay-per-view thing. Fine. The problem is though, they have so many pay-per-views that they have a tendency to put. Sometimes they'll put like 2 pay-per-views in 1 month, back to back. So keep your big 4, just keep it to 1 pay-per-view a month, and there you go. And yeah, I get the idea. I get
13 pay-per-views last year.
So I get the whole, taking these specials and put them on TV. Yeah, I get it. You know, I get it. It doesn't. It seems a bit much because, like I said, AEW does it, TNA does it, and NXT does it. And I think NWA does it too. I'm not sure. So I definitely understand why you would feel that way. But compared to what WWE does, especially last year, yeah, I think I'll take that approach. Not a WWE.
It might be my oldness that it's just like I'm thinking it's gonna be a goddamn pay-per-view, and it's not. It's a goddamn TV show. Something I can watch on demand. Sucks. You know what I mean? But I don't know. Hopefully.
Now, at the same time, I think like some of the bigger matches they have should be saved for pay-per-view. So I do agree, though.
I hope it's a pandemic thing. I hope, but
I think part of it was because of the pandemic.
So your thoughts on Blood and Guts?
All right, so I had to catch the last match because unfortunately I had to leave.
Had to work. Hey, me too.
but I was told that Blood and Guts was gonna be a one-match show. Kind of found out they was half right. So the matches prior to the actual Blood and Guts were all pre-recorded, and then Blood and Guts was live. So you wouldn't know that unless you were actually there.
No, they kind of announced that.
No.
Damn, you just ruined your spot.
Yes, he did.
He just ruined the spot. It's okay.
Thank you for taking the spotlight off.
I'm sorry.
Fourth wall is broken.
But yeah. So they pre-recorded the show, and then what I did catch Blood and Guts. But not gonna lie, they put on a show. They put on a show. So the only thing I tend to keep hearing though is the ending.
Oh my god.
So I will agree. Some people saying the problem with the ending was how it was shot. That's it. Nothing wrong with having Jericho fall off the ladder onto a crash pad. It was just how it was shot. So I do agree with that though. I think
it was a great match.
Yeah.
It was fantastic. It was, oh my gosh, so much blood, so many guts. This is great. It's all in the title. It's like a movie. But it was good. The whole war games aspect of it. I personally wish that it was a losing faction breaks up deal, because you can only have, for lack of better terms, one 4 horseman group. That's it. You know what I mean?
So,
that is true.
So we're probably gonna have that at like the next big pay-per-view or whenever it is. So that after Jericho comes back, what's probably gonna end up happening is there's probably gonna be a match where the stipulation is whichever group loses has to span. Now
I think
that was
just because that'll make the Pinnacle more of an entity. You know what I mean? Make them be that 4 horsemen like.
So the Inner Circle was like a stable for a good minute for AEW.
Since the beginning. Yeah. It was like 2 or 3 shows in. That's when they got brought together.
Yeah. So yeah, probably the next real big pay-per-view. I don't know if it's gonna be the next one coming up or the one after that or whatever.
Double or Nothin's coming up.
Yeah. So that
would be perfect too.
It's probably not gonna be a double or nothing, but yeah, I do agree that probably after that one, they will have a match where the losing team disbands.
Which I would love. I mean, I wouldn't love, but I would love.
That'll give them the opportunity to fly and do that solo thing. You know what I mean? Yep. Again, I still think they should add one more belt and at least another show, another hour somewhere else. I know, again, not a big fan of the YouTube stuff, but I guess some people watch it. I just don't.
I want to watch it though.
I watch some time. Like I get why they have the internet stuff because let's be fair, some people just aren't made for TV yet.
So you're a better man than me.
All right. So, got a thing. A question. Give me your. Don't Palmer. We may have talked about this. I'm sorry. Your favorite wrestling moment since you've been a fan.
One of my favorite wrestling moments is when Shawn Michaels and Triple H was backstage just chilling, and then Shawn Michaels just went back and just everybody.
And again,
What's his name? Stan. See, I just
super kick everybody. That is still one of my favorite moments to this day. Because it's like it seems so natural. It was, like he was just upset with everybody and just
because Eric Bischoff said that the DX wasn't controversial enough.
That was controversial. It was going down the hall.
Will, how about you?
My favorite moment. So I'm stuck. It's like a three-way tie. One is one is one is a moment between during the elite deletion, not the elite deletion, the final deletion match between Jeff and Matt, where they pulled out fireworks, and Matt was like, and Matt literally bust out, oh shit, because Jeff used them against him. And the other one, I said three, but I can't really think of two off the top of my head. The other one has to be the WrestleMania TLC spot between Edge and Hardy.
Okay.
I like that.
I got two as well. My favorite was Sting showing up in the rafters with the Crow character doing the whole NWO, the beginning of the NWO. I love that moment. You know what I mean, just the Hogan and Nash and Hall just taking over, destroying everybody, and next thing you know, you just see up in the rafters, just Sting appears, and then
right.
I mean, you're not knowing, going from that bleach blonde to the long hair and the face paint. It was great. I loved it. And then my next moment was when Eddie and Chris won the titles and they embraced that night.
The moment that now lost history.
I mean, just to have them two, hey, look, we started here, we've been friends doing this, and this, and then the build up to coming from WCW to WWE, and then a couple years later we're champions. We both won, and we did it. Here we are. I mean, to me that was great. I love that.
Again, the moment that's now lost to history.
Right, because we can't find no Chris Benoit anything.
No, which again, I think he did what he did. Sorry that he did what he did. It was horrible. What he did to his family. Still think it was something dealing with CTE, but I'm not a doctor. But I mean, you can't change the past. The past is there. I mean, you learn from your past, but I think that he should be, in the Hall of Fame, or at least recognized by the WWE somewhere. You don't have to talk about him. Don't talk about him. Still have his stuff there. You know what I mean? That, and me as a wrestling fan, I can go look, because by you monopolizing, and I should say monopolizing, by you owning all of the catalog, I can't see his WCW stuff. I can't see his WWE stuff. You know what I mean? I guess you could if you work your way around it, but it's more difficult. You know what I mean?
Basically too much work.
Yeah. You know what I mean? And I love Chris Benoit as a wrestler. He was great.
He was
great. He just come in and just toothless aggression.
Good theme music, good ring ability. Yeah, he was good. He was a perfectionist, but he was good.
Fellas, that is it for this week. A little bit short of a show than episode 2-1.3. Yeah, that one.
Will you stop with the evil Marine message?
Hey yo. Hey yo. They can't. Aaron, you gotta say something. They can't see it.
Oh, well, it says this is Eva Marie in a wrestling ring. And it also says this is Eva Marie where she belongs.
Bro, I can't.
Wow. That is classic. That is classic.
Yeah.
That is unnecessary.
But that's what I've been doing for like the past 10 minutes.
I was trying to see. I saw you doing something. But fellas, that concludes this week's show. I thank you so much. Will, thanks. Aaron, thank you. And I will see you guys next week. And hopefully we'll get some more followers. Because now this old man knows what he's doing.
Just a little bit.
Yes, we're gonna get there.
Still can't get you. Never mind. You know what? They don't need to know our technical difficulties before the show.
Let's just leave it.
Look, hey, I had mic problems. I bought $100 mic, and I'm trying to use.
Is that that Razor mic?
There's the JLab something.
Oh, I don't know nothing about that.
Yeah, it's a lot of money, and I'm trying to use it, but right now I'm just going off the.
I got my $60 mic right here.
See, that's probably what I should have got
off of Amazon. And the mic I was using on the last episode of this podcast is only $20 at Walmart.
See, that's what I should have done. Oh man, it's all good. But yeah, thanks again. We will see you guys next week. Peace be with you.
Later.